Welcome to Rokan Sports, and it's Aston Villa 0, Manchester United 3. The match has just ended and United have won another one courtesy of Bruno Fernandes. Mason Greenwood, the lad is on fire, and Paul Pogba scoring his first since April 2019. Here is the full match report, brought to you by Rokan David here, and please endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload on a daily. Fernandes, Paul Pogba and Mason Greenwood propel Manchester United over Aston Villa. Manchester United kept up their impressive chase for a top 4 spot with a comfortable 3-0 win with a relegation-threatened Aston Villa in the Premier League on Thursday. The victory means United, who are now unbeaten in 17 matches in all competitions, became the first team since the formation of the Premier League to win 4 consecutive matches by a margin of 3 or more goals. That's quite a record for Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's side are 5th in the table, 1 point behind 4th place Leicester City and 2 adrift of Chelsea in 3rd with 4 games left to go. United went ahead in the 27th minute after a debatable penalty awarded by the referee John Moss ruled that Eric Skonsa had brought down Bruno Fernandes just inside the box. The Portugal international rose to convert the spot kick into the back of the net, and you see him there celebrating after putting the ball at the back of the net, putting United in the lead. Villa keeper Pepe Reina was kept busy dealing with efforts from Anton Martial and Mason Greenwood, with Fernandes missed a great chance when he headed over when unmarked with a goal at his mercy. Remember that chance came about. Anton Martial did a very good interplay with Luke Shaw, and Luke Shaw brought the ball into the 6th of the 18 yards box, and Bruno Fernandes got a free header, but he headed it out of the goal. There is no dispute about United's second goal, though just before the break, a thundering drive from Mason Greenwood after good work from Anton Martial. Mason Greenwood is on fire, and you see him there celebrating his goal after burying the ball into the back of the net. The 18-year-old has now scored 16 goals in all competitions this season and is rapidly emerging as one of the most exciting young talents seen at Manchester United. That is none other than Mason Greenwood. We are talking about ball firing in goals like no other. Ever since I came to the club, the young team beat Chelsea and scored 3. I think I watched the game on video, and it's natural for him to score goals and handle the ball, said Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now he's playing with better players, enjoying it, just gets on with his job, which he should be, and just enjoying his football, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer added. Paul Pogba wrapped up with a win against Villa, who looked demoralized when Fernandes played a clever corner dip to the Frenchman outside the box, and the World Cup winner placed the ball into the bottom corner past a motionless Reina for his first goal since April 2019. Anton Martial blasted against the bar as United threatened to riot against Dean Smith's side, who are next to bottom on 27 points, 4 behind 7th placed Watford. So, ladies and gentlemen, all those that are watching Rokan Sports, that's what we had for you here, and it's Manchester United winning its 4th game in a row thanks to Bruno Fernandes, Mason Greenwood and Paul Pogba scoring that late or the 3rd goal in as the game went on. Now let's go into the statistics and see how the game was, because we all know that it ended 3-0. It's obvious. United goals being scored by Bruno Fernandes scoring a penalty, Mason Greenwood scoring that thunderous goal with an assist from Anton Martial, and Paul Pogba scoring that nice goal that he placed at the bottom of the woodwork that Pepe Reina wouldn't save. So let's go into the assists, into the match statistics. Fouls. Aston Villa had 7 fouls, United had 13. Yellow cards. Aston Villa had 2 yellow cards, United had 3. That is Nemanja Matic, Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then red cards, 0 red cards on both sides. Offsides. Aston Villa had 1 offside and United had 1 offside. Corners. Aston Villa had 3 and United had 5. Saves. Aston Villa had 3 saves and United had 1 save. So total ball possession, Aston Villa had 33% and Manchester United had 67%. Shots on goal, the entire shots that Aston Villa had were 9 and they had only 1 on target. United had a total of 14 shots on target and 14 shots and 6 were on target, as United won 3-0 and set a record as the first ever Premier League team to win 4 games by a margin of 3 games by a margin of 3-goal margin. So that is it we had right about now at Rokan Sports. Thank you for watching. Keep on subscribing, and that's the full match report of Aston Villa versus Manchester United, a game that ended in favor of Manchester United. Manchester United putting 3 goals at the back of the net of Aston Villa. Pepe Reina swallowing 3 goals from Manchester United, including that beauty from Paul Pogba admitting that he has been always practicing and he was waiting for that chance to see to it that he scores such a goal in a competitive match, and God has gifted him, and Paul Pogba was all smiles as United finished this game. And that's how United scored its first goal from Bruno Fernandes. He was fouled as he did a 360 turn on the ball, but the defender of Aston Villa did come in and fouled him. Others are saying it's not a penalty. I've seen a tweet of United's legendary goalkeeper, and that is Peter Schmeichel, saying, I'm sorry, it wasn't a goal. Very many people are saying it wasn't a penalty, but I think on my side it was a penalty, because ask yourself, why did Bruno Fernandes fall down? That's the big question. Because when you look at Bruno Fernandes, he was turning, and guess who was behind him? Do you think if at all there was no anyone, Bruno Fernandes would have fallen down? I think he wouldn't have fallen down. I think it's a penalty just because, and if it wasn't a penalty, because VAR reviewed it very, very, very well, and I think they would have gone not in favor. But having seen what was taking place, and VAR reviewed and they said it was a goal. Indeed, no, it was a penalty, and I think it was a penalty, though many people have come out, the pundits have come out and say it's not a penalty, but to me I think it was a penalty. It was a penalty, because ask yourself, why did Bruno Fernandes fall down? Because I never saw him dive. He didn't dive. So what brought him down? If at all it's not a penalty, if at all they never fouled him, what brought the man down? What brought the Portuguese international down? That's the big question I'm asking myself, because many people are into saying United, they cheated for United, that wasn't a penalty, but I think it was a pure penalty, because fouls had been. And Steve MC says the same when he jumped into a challenge at Spurs. Cheat. He even tried to kick the guy to initiate contact. It's the United way. Classless. Okay, now, Stu MC, let me first school you about this. 1, you remember that game of Tottenham Hotspur? It was Paul Pogba who was fouled, and Eric Dyer did it. So let me ask you, what brought Paul Pogba down? Steve MC, I'm waiting for your answer. Please tell me what brought Paul Pogba down during that game, because he got the ball, he entered into the 18 yards box, he raised his foot, ready to pass that ball. It was a minus into the 6 of the 18 yards box to be buried into the back of them, because the likes of Anton Martial were there and very many people were there. But it was a penalty. Fernandez dived after the amigo. Cool your jets. Yes, very many people saying he dived, but I didn't see him dive. But very many people have come out, by the way, and said it's not a penalty. It wasn't a penalty. Now, let me show you what Peter Schmeichel has said. Peter Schmeichel, United's legend. I'm bringing you what he has said. Peter Schmeichel says, I'm sorry for you. United legend, and say it's not a penalty. But for my case, I think it was a penalty. It was a penalty. To me, it was a real penalty for Manchester United, because after Anton Martial passed the ball and it failed to reach and it went to that side, ladies and gentlemen, that's the tweet of United's legend, and that is none other than Peter Schmeichel saying it was not a penalty. He went ahead and says, I'm sorry, but that was not a penalty. VAR continues to be a joke. I'm thinking now Steve MC is happy because the United legend has come out and said, I think you can see the tweet, it's there, it is appearing on the screen, and Steve MC saying, Peter, the United legend, when they packed the bus versus Bayern Munich in 1999, the players like stock. He has come out and said it's not a penalty. As you see, that's the tweet. That's what he says, it's not a penalty. According to him, he says it's not a penalty. Then replies came in. Jamie LFC 90 says Bruno is cheating. He's a cheating cunt. Oh my god. Then Bex FC says you are lucky to have officials posing as VAR in La Liga. Real Madrid president is the VAR. And this one takes it back to him, telling him that you are saying United wasn't a penalty, but you guys in La Liga, you people think it's VAR acts for no other team apart from Real Madrid. So guys, that is how Bruno Fernandes was fouled. So I'm just asking myself, the big question goes back to you guys who are watching in. Exactly what brought Bruno down? That's the big question. What brought Bruno down? Because when I look at these photos and the footage, as you see there, people are saying Bruno fell into him. You get? And they're saying that it's Bruno who fouled, as you see there. Now, I bring you something else. I bring you another one that shows how all went about. Again with Bruno Fernandes. And that's, you see him, that's Bruno Fernandes being brought down for United to concede its first goal that came through a penalty. So I think Stu MC you're not liking this, because I think very many people are coming out to say that United cheated. But I think even if it wasn't that penalty, United would have scored more goals through this, because a lot of things have been happening and United was on fire. Trust me, United is on fire nowadays, and it has all what it takes to put those balls at the back of the net. And I don't see anything. It's a penalty taken. very well by by Bruno Fernandes, and a lot of things have been complained about this penalty. People are so much firing at the referee and saying that United is a cheat, and it has continued to show that it's a cheat and they're cheaters. Oh my God, it's really bothering very many people here at our Tally Center and Sports, our office. People are still arguing, penalty, not penalty, penalty, not penalty, penalty, not penalty, penalty, not penalty. Oh my God. So allow me take you through that Premier League table for the first 5 teams. And Liverpool, won the trophies, now has 92 points, 4 games to go. Liverpool has all the chance to go and make the record, because if at all they win their remaining 4 games, they'll win the title with 104 points, making it one of the highest Premier League champions with the most number of points. And Man City is in the second position with 69 points. Chelsea, now here is the battle. Here is where we want all of us to look, because Chelsea is having 60 points. Chelsea is having 60 points. Stu has something saying, explain why Bruno sole on his foot, on the defender's shin. Even a pub team anyway, most dozen in the PL, it wouldn't have changed the outcome. Yes, that's what I'm also saying. United would have went ahead and put more balls at the back of the net. That's what I'm saying. Even if the penalty was denied or what, United had to skin Aston Villa, like it or not. The game had to end in the favor of Manchester United, because look, however much United by the beginning of the game gave Aston Villa chances, and they were all over the field with the ball. They had to come in to bring in those chances, but they never threatened the defense of Manchester United at all at the beginning. Even before United scored in the 27th minute, there was not something scary or threatening that came from Aston Villa towards Manchester United. And I don't think United was very much threatened by Aston Villa. So I think United came with its game plan, and they played on their game plan. And just see how United players do act on a counter-attack. Look at the second goal of Manchester United, how Anton Martial fought from the half of Manchester United, got the ball, gave it to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes gave it to Mason Greenwood. Mason Greenwood gave it to Anton Martial. Anton Martial gave it back to Greenwood, and Greenwood fired that ball into the back of the net. They were so much lethal, and they were all over Aston Villa. And I think Aston Villa had nothing to do apart from giving in to Manchester United. So that's what I'm saying also, Mr. Stu MC, that United had everything to bury Aston Villa. Even you see, there are very many goals that never went in. Remember that Anton Martial shot that hit the woodwork. Remember that one? That through ball of it was Paul Pogba. I'm debating now. MC is saying but you are retracting all the messages. I don't know why. So United was all of Aston Villa, and Aston Villa was going to be beaten, like it or not. It had to be buried. United had come with its army ready to bury Aston Villa. Now let's look at the Premier League table, and let's talk about the battle that is in the Champions League positions, that is the 3rd and 4th. Chelsea has 60 points, Leicester has 59, Manchester United has 58 points. So Manchester United. Chelsea is ahead of Manchester United with 2 points, and Leicester is ahead of Manchester United with just 1 point. Remember, the last game that commences the Premier League for Manchester United and Leicester is between these two teams, and that means when United wins all its remaining games, United will see itself in the Champions League. It's a sure deal, and we don't think Leicester has the muscles to go ahead of not losing a game again because of the fixtures they are having. When you look at the Leicester fixtures, Leicester is remaining with 4 games. Leicester is remaining with 4 games, and we don't think that Leicester has the muscle to go ahead without not losing any in these games. Because Leicester has been non-consistent enough, and I think Manchester United has to use this chance. And even before all this, when we heard that Premier League is back, is going to be resumed, I said in my heart that United is going to go into the Champions League, because even Solskjaer hinted about it and said that we are looking at the third position, and that means we are targeting Leicester, not Chelsea. You see, that means we are targeting Leicester, not Chelsea. So when we look at the fixture of Leicester City, Leicester will win. I think they will win Bournemouth, but Bournemouth has also been bogey. You saw its game today. They drew with Tottenham Hotspur, and Leicester's next game is visiting Bournemouth on Sunday. Leicester will go on Thursday to play a team by the names of Sheffield. That's not a sure win for them. Leicester will be hosted by Tottenham Hotspur. That's its second last game. I think they won't win this game, and I think after Leicester plays Sheffield, it won't be in the top 4. That's what I think, and I think that's how it's going to happen, because I see United doing its best, and United is going to win all its remaining games. I see no team standing in the way of Manchester United. I don't see that team. Because United is playing Southampton next. It's playing Southampton next, and that's a win for Manchester United. Trust me, it's a win for Manchester United. I see no team stopping Manchester United, and I see Manchester United playing Champions League football next season. United has to play Champions League football next season, because all the teams United is left with. Now, let me bring you the fixture that United is remaining with, those teams that United is playing. And you're also going to side with me that United has all the balls and guts to go. No team is going to stop Manchester United. That's what I think. I don't see this team. I don't see a team. I don't see the team. Look, United is playing Southampton on Monday. United on Thursday, United will play Crystal Palace. FA Cup, United takes on Chelsea. That will be a Sunday. Manchester United will go on and play West Ham. That's its second last game. And its other game is that of Leicester City, the closure. So, as Manchester United is playing Southampton, and remember Leicester is playing on Sunday, I think they might win that one. I'm not so sure, but the game I'm sure that Leicester is not going to win is that of Sheffield. And I think come Thursday when United plays Crystal Palace and Leicester City, and Leicester City is playing Sheffield. Remember, Leicester is playing fast, and I think by the time United, all the Thursday, as we leave Thursday to go into Friday trust me, yes or no, Manchester United will be in the fourth position, because I know Leicester on those two games, Leicester is losing a game. It's either drawing with Bournemouth or losing to Sheffield. And I'm very much sure that United will play Champions League football. And as United is playing West Ham, Leicester City will be playing Tottenham Hotspur. And the last game, that's none other than Leicester playing Manchester United. And that's a sure for Manchester United because of the players United is having. I think no team has the guts to stand into the way of Manchester United. United looks unstoppable, my dear. It's playing football, it's putting those passes together. Look at the defense. Harry Maguire partnering with Lindelof, and I think they did some nice job. That's why in the next 1 minute or three we are coming back with the player ratings of Manchester United, how they played against Aston Villa. Thank you for being here. Subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do air out on a daily here on Rokani Sports. So I'm coming back with the player ratings for Manchester United versus Aston Villa. Keep it Rokani Sports.